Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on, well, The Flash, but pretty much the rest of DC TV as a whole. So things in general are just heating up in the Arrowverse as we head towards more shows rolling along through their seasons, whether they've started or not. We have Black Lightning starting their final season this coming week. Superman and Lois is less than 3 weeks away now, and season 7 of The Flash will follow Superman and Lois a week after, which means it's just under a month away as well. With shows like Stargirl, Supergirl's final season, and Legend of Tomorrow, I think they're on season 6, starting probably around June-ish by the looks of it. It's hard to tell because there's no point even trying to predict that because it could be June, it could be July, it could be May for some reason. It's up in the air. And while we are getting trailers for the upcoming seasons and various other promo material, we now have some information for next season, which is aiming to air at the normal time it would start, which is October later this year, and they're probably aiming to start filming around July-ish, give or take 2 weeks or so, wherever that might be. Now, as I said, Supergirl and Black Lightning are heading into their final season, so of course they wouldn't be involved in any discussion about the next season of the Arrowverse. However, it is important to remember that Black Lightning has a potential spin-off in the works, that being Painkiller, which will have a backdoor pilot in their final season. Wonder Girl and Naomi are other DC shows in development for the CW, and we are about to head into pilot season where, as the name would suggest, they film a lot of all the pilots for the upcoming season that could potentially be picked up for series. So we should hear more and more about those in the near future if they are moving ahead, but I will come back to them a bit later on in the video for a bit. But yeah, the big news that was recently released was that there has been a bunch of renewals on the CW for next season. Now, there were, I think, 12 shows in total for the CW that were renewed, but in regards to the DC shows on the CW, Batwoman was renewed for season 3, Legends of Tomorrow was renewed for season 7, and The Flash was renewed for season 8. Now, there were a few shows that weren't renewed over the CW as a whole, but a couple that are DC related, and I will explain why those weren't announced at this time in this video soon. But we did have Mark Pedowitz provide a quote in regards to these renewals and everything like that. He's the president of the CW, and this is what he had to say. Though we're just a few weeks into the new season, we wanted to get a strategic head start on next season with these early renewals, which allows our production teams to start laying out story arcs and hiring staff, and at the same time continue to provide us with a strong, stable schedule to build on for next season. As the CW's 2020-2021 season kicks into high gear, we're thrilled creatively with the direction of our first new shows out of the gate, Walker and Superman and Lois, that we wanted to order the additional episodes to complete their first seasons, and we are particularly pleased with the huge success of the launch of Walker, which debuted as our most watched series premiere in 5 years. Now, firstly, just moving on from the quote in general, with the announcement that The Flash has been renewed for season 8, this does highly suggest that season 9 of The Flash is already down in the books. Like they just got to, dot the I's and cross the T's and everything like that. So I'm not saying it's 100% confirmed and we should start, thinking what's going to happen in season 9 of The Flash, as you never know what could happen in the world that could stop it from happening. Who knows what could happen. However, as I'm sure a good amount of you would remember, if you heard it, I guess, Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen, aka The Flash, revealed in an interview in between season 6 and season 7 filming that he was in talks for a 2-season contract extension as his contract ended at the end of season 7, which is the season we're about to watch in about just under a month's time. So with season 8 getting announced, if we go off what Grant said he was going to do, season 9 would be set to go as well if he signed on for 2 seasons. And it's also important to remember that Grant has also said that he would like to get to Smallville numbers with The Flash, which would be season 10. So that's only one more season. Who knows if he'll do it. I think for us, we're crossing our fingers. It'd be pretty cool to get to season 10. But obviously that's for us to wait and find out what happens there. Now on to Superman and Lois. It's not renewed as of yet. As you heard me say before, Batwoman, Legends, and Flash were the only shows to get renewal announcements as of yet. However, Superman was given 2 extra episodes. Apparently it was supposed to be 3 extra episodes. That's what a lot of the trades are saying. But of course, we know that they lost a potential episode due to the crossover with Batwoman no longer happening. So I guess that they're making up an episode with one of those extra 3 episodes, if that makes sense. So there's only 2 extra episodes taken up to 15. Now, I guess the big question here is, will these 2 extra episodes be, quote unquote filler? To me, I don't think so. They would have known about the extra episodes for a while now. So that would have like they would have worked those extra episodes into the story. But in regards to some of you that might be wondering, like, why wasn't it renewed with the other shows? Like, do they not want Superman and Lois season 2? And the big thing is that it hasn't aired an episode. It's better publicly, just as a good PR move, to announce a renewal after they actually air an episode and they go, we're happy with the response that the fans are giving it, we're happy with the ratings and blah, blah, blah. It's much smarter to give the renewal right then than before. So that's why, like them renewing Batwoman is very good. It's going to stop the whole Batwoman cancelled after season 2 videos and stuff like that. So it's very smart of them to actually leave the Superman and Lois renewal until the first episode airs, or at least until a couple of episodes aired, because then they can do their own press statement and sort of hype up the show and advertise it a tiny bit more as well. So expect like renewal information on Superman and Lois to drop like a few weeks to a month in. Yeah, but I'd say about a month in, you'd probably get like a press release saying it's renewed. So yeah. Another show that wasn't listed there in regards to being renewed, which some of you might be going, what's going on there, is Stargirl. So that's not been renewed yet. Some shows coming out at the exact same time, around the same time, were renewed as well, such as Legends, and I think there was some like Dynasty and another couple of CW shows there. And you might be wondering, well, why? Well, this is the first season exclusive to the CW, so they might be waiting to see what the response is when it's exclusive, which would be weird because Stargirl had around or above 1 million viewers each week when it aired on the CW, even though it aired on the same episodes, in some cases longer episodes, aired on DC Universe 2 days earlier. So you would think there would be more weekly viewers due to that, especially with people finding out or finding the show in between seasons as well. Also, Stargirl films in Atlanta, and with the majority of the other shows renewed being based in Canada, that whole international travel thing might still be an issue when they go back to film next season. So they're getting ahead with that with the other shows which would have to deal with that international travel. But because Stargirl's Atlanta, it's in America, they don't have to deal with that. But once again, because it's like its first season exclusive to the CW, it might fall in line with like the Superman and Lois thing, where they can wait till they get the response and just say like what the view's like when it's just CW, and then they can announce a big renewal thing at that point as well. So I think Superman and Lois and Stargirl have a similar thing going on here, where the CW wants to make a big thing after its first few episodes and do a press release and stuff like that. Now, Legends of Tomorrow, the reason I'm singling them out is they've made it to season 7. No one thought they would get to season 5, so they've gotten much longer than I thought people would do. And I guess this brings up the question, will season 7 be their final season? Because season 7 will mark the point that they get to 100 episodes, which is a big thing for like syndication and extra cash flow and thing. You want your show to get to 100 episodes. You're not going to stop it at 99 or 92 or even in the 80s. You'd try and get it to, you'd give it an extra season just to get to 100. And that could be what they're doing here, because it's crazy that Legends would get to season 7. Like, that's pretty insane if we think about it. Like, Supergirl's only getting to season 6, but Legends is getting to season 7. So I think that's what's happening there. They're just trying to get it to episode 100, which I think is actually going to be like one of their first episodes, I think. I think they'd be like, within the first 5 episodes will be their 100th episode. They might only get like a 13 episode season, which I think they are this season as well. I don't think they're getting 16. But yeah, that's what I think is going on there. But yeah, really with this whole like Arrowverse, DC TV stuff on the CW, the next big thing to keep our eyes out on, outside of like, I guess the Superman and Lois renewal and anything relating to Stargirl, which I think we'll be waiting till like June, July, August for potentially for that. Outside of those, it's obviously the Naomi and Wonder Girl shows and potentially Painkiller. But then again, we get the backdoor pilot from Black Lightning where we can get like a feel of that and how that show's going to go. With Naomi and Wonder Girl, we're waiting until they actually air on TV, you know what I mean? Like later in the year. So those are the big shows we're going to have to keep our eyes out on. Wonder Girl's probably the more, I think, I don't know, like sought out after is like a weird word, but like I think the people are most curious about is Wonder Girl. So they might try and hype that up a bit more. But I'd be surprised if both of those shows aren't picked up. I'd be very surprised if neither of them are. Sorry, I think they'll film their pilots and get picked up. If not, maybe picked up before they even film their pilots, which was the case with Walker and Superman and Lois. I think they were picked up before they even filmed their pilots. So that could be the same with Naomi and Wonder Girl, or at least one of them. But those are the two things to keep your eyes out on in regards to bigger news for DC TV stuff over the next, I'd say, like month or two. So yeah, keep your eyes on that. Going to be interesting. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all to go over. If you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on the video. Always supportive, you can do that. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions on this. What season of The Flash do you think we'll get to? 8? Do you think will be the last? Or 9, 10, 27? Let me know, and just let me know all your general thoughts down there in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.